I was a kid growing up on the farm by Ireton, my dad and I would always be working on the farm together, and whenever an airplane would fly over, we would, Dad would always stop and look up and say, someday I'm going to learn how to fly. And Dad passed away at 53 of a massive heart attack, and that was back in 1993. So when I was on the farm by myself and an airplane flew over, I caught myself saying, someday I'm going to learn how to fly. And I kind of froze in my tracks, and I thought, someday's today. So I walked to the house, went and looked up on the internet where they gave flying lessons, and I took my first flight lesson that day. That's how I got into actual flying, and that was in 1999. And of course, with 911 coming along, it changed the face of aviation forever. The aviation world was turned upside down because of that one single event. And there were no opportunities in aviation at that time. There were high-time pilots getting laid off. And to make a long story short, I flew recreationally for 10 years, and then I was out flying upside down and doing some aerobatics, and flew over a friend's house of mine, and that friend happened to be with Countryside Ag, and he was in chemical sales and needed someone to aerial applicate his products. So he approached me on it. We did a little barnstorming, so to speak, and that's how CropDusters was born. Typical bug run, we get an order in over the internet from Countryside Ag. We use a software system called AgriSmart. We'll get a text on our cell phone saying we got an email. We check the email, the order comes in. We print off the recipe that has to be mixed with the chemicals. We pick up the directions as to the field. We get the latitude and longitude to the center of the fields. We go ahead and mix the chemical. We load the chemical onto the airplanes, and we head out to the field, and we make the application, and we come back and do the documentation and the paperwork to finish the job. We'll cover a half mile in 12 seconds going across the field. That means we'll have to follow the contour of the land. We have to turn our booms on. We have guidance. It's called SatLock Systems GPS guidance. We have to fly right and left. We have to stay right on our swath runs, plus follow the contour, plus throw our booms on and off, plus we have to monitor how much chemical we're putting on, plus we have to keep track of our drift, plus we have to watch out for obstacles, plus we have to monitor our engine instruments to make sure that everything's functioning normally, plus we have to be very aware of our surroundings, whether there's a vibration or a noise or the hairs standing up on the back of your head just telling you something's not right. Your mind's going a million miles a minute, and you got to be on top of it all, or the end result is not good.
Why do you do it? Do you do it just for money? Because it's good pay?
Absolutely not.
For fun? Why do you do it?
Do it for the love of flying, the excitement. It's like riding a roller coaster all day long.